Hi, my name's Helen and this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a house girl, hello. I'm in the caravan. I won't make a habit of this on us. Well, I might, I don't know. Maybe there'll be a whole kind of caravan avenue. Caravan avenue. I just thought I'd show you the curtains that I showed you before. But I did mention these tie backs, and when I made them I thought they were too small, but actually they're fine because the ones that I ordered from Amazon came and they were even smaller. So the fact of the matter is these will very, very rarely get opened. They're more decorative than anything else. And then you can see I added some bunting for Bertha. I've decided to call her Bertha. Oh, sunshine. Living in hope. It's a bit dark, I'm sorry. I haven't got any power out here at the moment, so I couldn't put any lights on, so it is a little bit dark. I made some cushions and I did kind of plain with piped. Oh, hang on, the phone's ringing. Sorry about that. That was Henry just updating me on his latest. He's found a house, and it's a beautiful house, and I think they're going to be very happy there. Anyway, back to my little house. So I think I showed you this. So I did one in the blue confetti fabric and then one in this fabric with the confetti piping. So that's all the kind of soft furnishings for this end done. And then I'm going to cover the headboards. I'm hoping my sister-in-law made some bed covers for the bed area. So that's that. I thought I'd tell you about the towing course that I did. So booked this really lovely chap. His name's Clive. I'll put his details in the description box. He's very patient, very calm. He said he can teach anybody to tow. Hope that's true. And he does a lot of horse box towing and stuff like that. He can tow anything. He used to be in the army, and he's a really nice bloke. And he also does something that, you know, may come in handy for somebody, so I'll just mention it here. Obviously he's in the south of England, well, not like right on the coast, but down this way. And he will take, some people, they caravan and then they get you know, too old to tow, nervous or insurance or whatever, and he will take your caravan, tow it for you, set it up, leave you to it, and then come back and tow it home again. There's the phone again. It's typical, isn't it? Just hold on. During that phone call I realised that the shutters were closed on the roof lights, so that's why it was so dark in here. So that's a little bit better, isn't it? So anyway, we did like all the safety checks and everything with the hitching up the caravan to my car, and then we got the towing mirrors to put onto my car, and they were too small. So when Katie and Chris had taken it away, they'd obviously used his car and they were fine on his car, but they were too small for my car. I mean, thank goodness Chris was at home and Katie was able to pop home quickly. They only live 3 minutes by car away, and get his car. So we had to unhitch my car. And by this time, you know, my nerves were building because it was getting closer to the fact that I had to do it. Anyway, we got it all lined up, and off we went. And he took it off the drive. It's quite an incline on this drive, so he said, I just want to be sure, you know, how it goes. And then he said, right, get in the driving seat, turn right. And that was me driving, towing, and actually it was fine, absolutely fine. He said, remember, it's only kind of this much wider than the car, so you should never be that close to anything anyway. So the only thing you have to be aware of is obviously the line. It's more, he said, it's more the length of the car and caravan combined, which you have to be very aware of, because obviously if you've got to pull in, you know, you're more than 2 car lengths. So I drove it up on the main road and up to a roundabout, round the roundabout, and then back here. And he said, you know, that's really all you need to do as far as towing goes. And now we need to start reversing. That wasn't quite so easy. So we were actually reversing back into our road, which is just a lane. It's doesn't go anywhere, so it doesn't get a lot of through traffic, although it did seem to have more traffic than I was anticipating. Anyway, I reversed it 2 or 3, 4 times, I think, but I wouldn't be confident now to go anywhere that I knew I had to reverse it. We have got a motor mover, which is like remote control. So, but what I've ordered new towing mirrors. They'll be here, and then I want to go out early and practice reversing, because it is completely counterintuitive. So he was giving us all these really handy tips, you know, about steer towards the mirror you can see it in and all that. And I mean, to be honest with you, I've forgotten already. I've got a couple of little clips of I think Katie took a clip of me towing, and I think I do blaspheme in one of them, but I was quite well behaved as far as language goes. Anyway, I would highly recommend this chap. I'll put his details down below, and yeah, it's all good. So what else have I got? Oh, I know what else have I got. It's sitting right in front of me. I did a big order from Dunelm. Now, Dunelm's a strange shop, isn't it, sometimes? It's kind of quite random, I think, but they had a sale on and a few things in there caught my eye. Now, what is really frustrating with Dunelm is that you put your, you buy, you know, what's in stock, and a lot of things are on the front page, but they're not actually in stock, which I find really annoying. And then you put all your things in the basket that you want. And then it says, those items aren't available for click and collect where you live. Those items are available for click and collect where you live. And those items will be delivered. You can't have them all delivered. So I just think that's one of the weirdest setups that I've ever come across in a store. So I've got these bits, and then Rob's going to pick the other bits up later, and I might show you. I can't honestly remember what I ordered, because some of the things that I ordered I couldn't have in the end, so it all got a bit messy. And yeah, so, and I've got, I mean, honestly, I've spent a lot of money since I got this caravan, but I was pleased. There was only one thing that was missing. And people will laugh now because it was a corkscrew, but I never buy cork wine. You know, I always just buy screw top wine. So I wasn't bothered by that, but there was nothing else that they needed. I'd actually covered everything, which I think is quite impressive, if I say so myself. But it was quite funny. So Chris had this bottle of red wine that had a cork in it, and there was no corkscrew. So he went to the Caravan next door and said, oh, have you got a corkscrew? And of course they were like, oh, rookie error, you know, that's the obvious one. Ha ha ha, of course, ha ha ha. And he said, would you like some? And they said, no, you're right. And Chris said, oh, it's my friend's vineyard. It's from my friend's vineyard. And Katie, when he told Katie, she said, you didn't say that. And he said, yeah, I did. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because the dustmen are all charging about outside. He said, oh, my friend's vineyard. So he said, I didn't say it like that. And she said, no, but seriously, like, get a grip. It was like, what do they call that? Stealth boasting. Anyway, he enjoyed his red wine, and I will put a corkscrew in the Caravan because you never know when you might need it. I've got a bottle opener and a can opener and everything, but no corkscrew. Anyway, what have I got in here? Let's see. loads of paper as usual. That's annoying, isn't it? Because they've just been, but never mind. Oh, I got this acrylic salad bowl. So this was just £2.50 and it's as light as a feather. So I thought that can go, you know, I showed you the dark grey ribbed one that I got, and that can sit inside there. So I thought that was £2.50. I thought that was cheap as chips, really. And the other thing that is hard buying things like this online is sizes. So I thought this was twice the size, but anyway, I'm a sucker. I mean, Rob will be like, what do you need another basketball? This isn't really for the Caravan, but it was well reduced. I can't remember what it was, but there's no paperwork in here. So it's nice though, isn't it? It was, I think maybe it was £6 or something, and it was 10. So this is that paper. I thought that was rather nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because you know the thing is there's no surfaces in here at all. Well, there's this. I'll put it there so you can see it. Oh, their sales are good, by the way, if you have a look. This is for the Caravan. Chris will be like, are you joking? But you know, standards, darling. And this I thought was lovely. Isn't that a lovely colour? This is white clean, but it feels like cloth. It's really, really nice. It's a shame it's edged like that. Ooh, what a shame. See how it's edged, really rough. I might go around that with the sewing machine, actually. Yeah, I've got the sewing machine out. I'm going to hem that. I think that's a real shame. So this one is, what size is this? I'm making a right mess out here now. 140 by 180, so it'll be 138 by 178 when I finish with it. But I was just taken with the colour, and this is for the Caravan to go on the table in the awning, because I think that looks rather lovely. I love that. I'm quite tempted to just use it in the house. I'll see what it looks like. Oh, this is for in the house. Well, these are for in the house. I thought these were a clever idea. I don't know if these were reduced or not. I can't remember. But you'll see them all. I'll put the links where I can. So this is a shoe store. So you put one pair here, one pair here, and one pair here. And in the downstairs bedroom where I, you know, keep a lot of shoes for, so when I'm filming I can grab something, or even in my bedroom. So you can see how it works there. I thought they were a neat idea, actually. So I've got 2 of those. Oh, this isn't very exciting, is it, really? And I love these hooks. You know, these stick-on hooks. That's what I've used up here for the bunting. And they are great. Honestly, these are, I don't know if you can see, but these are kind of flexible. And so I was going to put them flat on, and then I realised what they were like, and I thought, oh no, I'll put them like that, and they've just done the job. So yeah, not very exciting really, was it? I like this the most, and I like this. So yeah, just a little video updating you on my towing course, and not much else really. So I remembered what I wanted to show you. Have you heard of Archie's? I don't know about you, but I've just been getting inundated with adverts for Archie's, and they are kind of a flip-flop or a slider, and the difference is that they're made from one piece of rubber, so they haven't got that you know, the toe post can't come away. But they are £45, and but they have got like a orthotic footbed, and they are very soft. So I've had plantar fasciitis twice, and I really don't want it again. So I thought, well, you know, if that's what I have to pay, I'm not very good with flip-flops. I do a lot of flipping and flopping. I find it quite hard, you know, to kind of hold them on my feet. So anyway, I went on to order them, a pair of Archie's, and I went on to Amazon, mostly for the next day delivery, if I'm honest, because I have no patience, as I've told you before. And these came up. Now these are called Lightfeet. They're Australian. They are honestly as light as a feather. As light as a feather. In fact, they're so light that I weighed myself today with them and without them on, and my weight didn't change. That's how light they are. Look, they are truly as light as a feather. This isn't a sponsorship or an endorsement or anything of the kind, but I am finding them incredibly comfortable because they've got this toe post that's not, you know, not got the hole through, and then they've got an orthotic instep support here, and they are soft, spongy. They're great. And these were, I think, £20 cheaper than Archie's. So, you know, if you get on with Archie's and you love Archie's, crack on, it's fine. But these are a very, very good alternative. I haven't tried Archie's. Maybe there is something magical about them. But for me, these are just doing the job. These are kind of really like my summer slippers. And as my daughter said, very handy when you are camping. It's all about the camping now, because you can wear these in the shower. And yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you. I knew there was something I wanted to tell you about. Obviously, couldn't wait. There's Dolly going mad because she can hear me, but I'm not going in. So that was just quickly what I remembered I wanted to show you. This is the next day, but I'm going to slot it into that caravan video because I'm sure you don't need to see umpteen videos. And I mean, I know I keep saying this, but I think I have more or less finished now. This is the soft end of play, isn't it, really? I need to get those towing mirrors, which are coming shortly, and practice reversing so that we can actually take the caravan away. So these latest bits I got from MATALAN. I have talked about MATALAN before and signing up to their rewards program, because they really do have some very, very good offers on there. And this latest one wasn't as good as the last one, which was 35% off, I think, over £70. But this one was 25% off over £40, I think. And that's easily done, isn't it? So I did get a jacket and a dress, so I don't know, I'll probably just slot those into another video. I think this offer has finished before this will go out, but if you sign up, you get regular emails promoting discounts, like really good. I think 25%. I mean, gosh, you don't get much better than that, do you? And but be aware, mine were all going into my spam folder for some unknown reason. So I do check that regularly, and yeah, I found a load of emails from MATALAN promoting this 25% off. So I'll just quickly show you. So oh no, this was I'll quickly show you. And then this was from Dunelm. This arrived, you know, I said about there was a couple of bits that were click and collect. I've never seen one of these before. This is a mesher, like so, and like a ladle. So that's for in the caravan, because I thought that was very handy. That was in their sale. And there was also this in the sale. I've got several of these indoors. They're the best with these silicone ends. They're great for getting bits out of jars, so that'll go into the tools. Can't remember where I bought this, but this is quite funny. So you've heard all about buckets, haven't you, and Rob nicking all my buckets. And then I showed him this one, this little folding bucket, and he said, oh, that's a handy size. Is that for the garden? I said, no, Rob, it's for the caravan. And he went, oh right. So I'm calling the caravan Bertha. And so this is Bertha's bucket, so that he doesn't forget. It won't make a blind bit of difference to him. If he wants to use it for the garden, he'll use it for the garden. I can't remember where I picked that up. I mean, I'm just kitting this place out randomly. Now, these were from MATALAN, and these came in, with the discount, these came in at £3.75, which is about as good as it gets. And these cupboards are quite shallow, so it's not that easy to find things that fit, because they've got a curved top, especially these ones at the front. Honestly, I said to Katie, I feel like, you know, cabin crew, when you go down there open, you shut them before you take off. I'll be worried if the caravan takes off, won't I? Anyway, and then I thought I should show you these. I was just having a bit of fun yesterday. I had my Cricut machine out and I had these bits in the cupboard. So I've made a tray. So this is a play on At Home with Helen. It's that kind of Caravan with Helen. And then it says, and Rob, and Bertha, and Dolly Obs. So that's just a bit of fun to kind of personalise the caravan. And then this is a chopping board, and similarly I had this in the cupboard. So this is the kind of the right side, and then I put this on and it says retirement is calling, and then at the bottom it says we're on our way. I don't know, it just tickled me. So you'd cut using this side, and then you could have it propped up by the sink on this side. So I thought that was quite, well, it tickled me. I'm easily tickled apparently. And then the other thing is, I'll show you, and I'm really, this is the best thing I've bought actually. And there was carpet down in the van, and it was pretty mucky and, you know, didn't feel fresh or nice. And obviously weight is a consideration, and we did have some carpet and we were going to get it bound and put down, but actually these are a much better solution. And I'll just pick one up, hold on. And these are called Muddle Mats, and they're very thin and lightweight and rubber back, so they're not slippery, and they're washable, best of all. And these were 25% off, which made them very reasonable. So I've got the square one in the middle, and then I've got a run at either end, and they fit just right. I mean, they're not fitted, but they just run down the middle, and it means that A, it'll take the dirt off your feet, and B, it helps with a little bit of warmth underfoot. And you know, when you're getting out of bed and stuff, it's nice to step onto carpet, isn't it, rather than vinyl or flooring. And they are quite soft, they don't feel like a mat at all really, and they are incredibly lightweight. So I was really pleased with those. And obviously there's not a huge choice of patterns, but that's nice enough. It's got a little bit of grey and white in there. So I got this from Dunelm as well. So I don't know, I might use this up in my bathroom, because I've got a round table up there that's always full of bits and bobs. That would kind of make it look a bit tidier, or maybe in here. But really, I think probably I've got these two bowls. Do you remember I bought this one from Dunelm and this one from MATALAN in the last promotion they had? I mean, it is annoying that doesn't sit down. It's typical, isn't it? So that doesn't fit in there properly, and that doesn't fit in there properly, but I'm sure we can find a cubby hole for them somewhere. And if not, you know, I'll just use it in the house. It's a handy bowl, especially if you're having food outside with little kids. I'm always wary of using glass. So I'll just slot this into the caravan video, and I probably won't film again until we are actually going somewhere. So yeah, just sharing is, oh, you know what happened today? Well, you don't know, because I haven't told you. I was so annoyed. I'm wearing this and I've got white jeans on, and this is Keep Smiling. That's for me as much as anybody else. And I went out to the bins, and as I walked back, I caught my trousers on the planter outside the front door, and it's ripped a nice tear in my jeans. So I mean, they're not new, but it's still annoying because they are quite smart ones. But I could go for that, you know, really kind of trendy thing and just rip all the jeans open and have my flabby legs hanging out, or I could sew it up, or I could just leave it and see what happens. Anyway, I did swear quite loudly actually, and that's luckily there was no one around because it was annoying. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, thanks as ever for watching, and I'm sure there was something else I was going to say, but it can't be important, or I wouldn't have forgotten, would I? So I'll see you really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.